This week on Foam Flinging Finds, we're going out thrifting, so let's go. First stop is going to be Uptown Thrift. Looks like green tags are 50 cents today. I didn't go on my normal day that I go there, but it looks like we do have some Nerf here. Some kind of, is it a barricade, I think? Yeah, it was blue tag, so not going to get that. I don't really need one. And some random wizard. I have no idea what this is. Don't need it. Some random stock. Lots of plastic things. This place I have pretty good luck. Usually, if I go on a different day, it's like 50% off a certain tag, and it's like 25 cents for another tag. That looked like a water gun there. So, looking, there's a Vigilon. That's pretty cool. Don't have any disc for it, and it doesn't look like it has any in it, so not something I'm going to pick up at that price. I would like to get one eventually, but I do need it to have more stuff. It looks like some modulus components there, but yeah, pretty steep price there. I think that was the breech loader. Actually, that's the N1. Is it called Infinite or something? Which actually the other the magazine, or I don't know if you call it consider it a clip or a magazine in that one, because of the way it's designed. But that I'll put that back in there. We found that, and that's the Strife, the Roblox Strife, and then we got a Super Drum here. So not a whole lot that I want to pick up right now, but if they were on sale, I might have considered that Strife. And we've got one of those. I don't even remember what they're called. They shoot the cars. Nitro. Yeah, the Nitro things. I don't have any interest in shooting cars across. And then a Recon, it looks like, in the modulus line. And then another Recon with not the correct mag in it. Yeah, let's put that mag back in there for that person. And that's a pretty good deal if you're looking for N1. It looks like Nerf is probably discontinuing N1. Haven't seen any new blasters lately that are coming out with it. They seem to be switching back to elite darts, which is good, I think. So we're going back uh, outreach thrift here, and it is 10% off household items. So we'll see. I think Nerf is considered household items. I don't know. It is. They don't have color tags on them, so they don't fall under any of that. A couple of water guns, another little thing there. Oh, and a bunch of water guns there. Looks like I think they're $2. So yeah, $1.99. So there's four of them there. That's pretty good. We'll leave it though. It's summertime. Somebody will want to pick that up. I don't have any use for it. Oh, here's a Rebel, like a Retaliator, built-in stock. Looks like it is not priced. All right, we'll try to figure that out. But yeah, I think I'd be interested in that. I think this is like the Glow Strike, maybe, or something like that. Not 100% sure on that. And there, I did find the price on this. It is $1.99, so we'll go ahead and pick that up. Probably it might be something that my kids would like to play with, so we'll see. So we do get that one as our first pickup of the day. Unfortunately, I could not find the magazine for it, which is kind of unfortunate. I would like to get that. It's gimmicky, but not a bad deal if we could find it. And then here's a random bow. Didn't have any arrows or anything to go with it. There's a hyper, and then there's a disruptor. I've got a ton of disruptors already. And because of a pickup a while back where I repaired some, so I have a boatload of them. Yeah, hyper. I'm not really looking to get hyper right now, so not something I'm looking for. Is it the night fire thing? Yeah, not really something I really want either. There, I don't know what this one. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember, but I know the lights aren't that great in them, so I'm gonna pass on that one for now. Not something I really need to pick up. Not much else looking on these shelves. This place is kind of bare today. I've come in other times, and this place has been stocked to the wall with stuff. There's one of those little, like the triad little things. So and there's another one. We'll put it with it. So somebody can get those. Those are good ones. We'll deprime it as well. Those are good little blasters. They're kind of fun. But yeah, not something I'm looking at. There's that hyper again. We're kind of just going through these shelves. Or is that a different? I don't know. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot here today as far as Nerf stuff goes. We'll look through one last time, but I'm not seeing a whole lot. So we're going to go to another Goodwill now, and we'll see what we can find at this one. Looks like we got a cross. Is it? I can't remember what this thing is called. It's a crossbow little thing, but I think it takes magazines. It's like a bullpup kind of thing. It's kind of an interesting. We'll throw this mag in there. It's sitting here. It is not labeled. That might actually be the that strife that looks like a T-Rex. So maybe we'll see if that's around here. I have no idea what this blaster is. I found it. It does look like it was kind of working. It's like World Tech something. But for the price on it, I just passed. I'm not gonna pick it up when I don't know exactly what it is. And there's one of those. I think it's dual strike and a random exact attack. Interesting. Never heard of that before. But here's the Reflex 6. I have a ton of these as well. I picked up a bag, and actually one of them was modified the last time I picked one up. So this Reflex 6 definitely, I see a lot of them. And a Kronos. Okay, we are going to pick up the Kronos. And there's actually the T-Rex Rampage thing. I already have one of these, so I'm not going to pick this one up. I could not, I tested it off camera some more, and I could not get it to do anything, but I don't think there were any batteries in it. And I have a bunch of stripes I need to repair anyway, so I'm not going to pick another one up. It looks like we got a Commander 6, not a bad pickup either if we wanted that. And then one of these Dino Squad things. I do like the Dino Squad line. And then it looks like this one just does lights and sounds. Little thing, and then another night finder. So we're gonna skip on that. Looking through the bags, I did find. Oh, here we go. We got a one of those X-Shot breacher things. I went back to this thing. I really considered it, but yeah, let me know. It didn't have the battery, so I don't know what the battery does for it. It could be something interesting, but for that price, I'm just gonna pass on it. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you guys know what that is. I'd be interested. It was kind of cool looking. But yeah, I really consider this dual strike. It is on sale. It's 50% off on blue that week. So I already have one, so not a huge deal. This is a new thrift store that I was trying out. I'm going to try it out, and wow, what an entrance this is. Pretty crazy here with the stuff on the wall that we can see. But looking through their toy area, not a whole lot here. Little random X-Shot like bow thing. I'm not sure exactly. I think it was missing a lot of pieces, or I don't know exactly how it worked. So, and then this maybe it's a marshmallow shooter. I'm not exactly sure what that was either. But it's not really a marshmallow shooter because it's got something else on the end of it. I don't know. And looking at a couple of little bags they've got here. So that is where we're going to end our thrift journey. All right, so this week we picked up this Glow Strike. Didn't have the magazine, but for, I believe we spent, I think it was $1.80, $1.90 once they gave us the discount on it. We did pay cash, so that store gives us a little bit more of a discount. And we can, this one's a little small for my taste. Just as far as like getting in there on the trigger and everything. And then as far as the actual stock itself, it's kind of short, so I feel like I have to choke up on it a lot more than I would like. The front handhold, there's not a whole lot of tactical or anything on it. It does have a in-strike attachment point on the top there, so you could put scope or a light or something on top if you really wanted to. But that, and then really what I was most excited about is this Rival Kronos. I do have a couple of these, and they're all in white right now, this same color scheme. But I will continue to keep picking up Rival Kronoses, looking for the other colorways of it and everything. But overall, super happy with this purchase, and it was half off, so it ended up being about $2.50. So in total, we spent whatever that adds up to. So under $4.50 for for 2 decent blasters, we can try. We'll go ahead and show some shooting of them right now, so you can kind of see how they function and everything like that. And then we'll come back and give the overall Foam Flinging Finds ratings to all of these. First up is the Rebel. Right now we are going to jump into our Foam Flinging Finds proprietary ranking system here. We're going to have multiple rankings here, and so there are 6 things we're going to categorize this on. And the first of those, each one we're going to give a 5 foam dart ranking to, and so we'll see at the end of it how many they end up getting. So the first up is performance. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. It hits at elite standards. Actually, I'm going to give it a 2. It's just okay. Nothing particularly great about it. Fun factor, I'm going to give it another 2. It's just okay. Honestly, it's Retaliator without the extra stuff. And the next thing is the tactical factor. I'd say it has an end strike attachment point as far as like the rail here. But it does not have, like, you can't do a barrel lug, and it has the stock already attached to it. And it's a little small for my taste, so tactical, I'll probably give it another 2. Practical, I will say you could actually take this to a, HVZ or Nerf War and have a pretty good time with it, especially plinking around the house. I'll give it a 3 on that. I think this could be your primary. It does have a sling point, so you could drop it down. And then as far as value, I'd say we got it for, under $2. So the value we'll give it. It didn't have a magazine, so I'm going to dock it a few points there. I'll give it a 3 for the value. And then as far as the treasure, I don't think this is something that everybody it's very sought after, so we will go ahead and give it a 1. And I have no idea what that total is, but the total will be on the screen here by the magic of editing. We'll do that. Next up, we will do the same thing for the Kronos. This one, so performance-wise, it is rival standard, so a little bit, actually, it's a little low for that. But overall, 5-round capacity performance, I'll give it we'll give it a 4. The fun factor, I really like these. They are a lot of fun to shoot. A lot of fun to have wars with, so I will give it another 4. The tactical, obviously, I think this is a good secondary. You're not really going to use this as your primary, so I'd say overall I'm going to give it we'll give it a 3 for the tactical. There's obviously a lot of you could do 3D printing and stuff to mod this up and add some other things to it. It does have rails though and stuff if you wanted to do some stuff with that. Practical, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Value, I think we spent $2.50, which I feel like is a pretty good deal for a rival at this point. So we'll give it a 4 out of 5 on that. And then as far as the treasure value or like hard to find, I will give it a little bit higher, but it's not necessarily like hard to find these at this point. So I'm going to give it, I'll give it a 2 out of 5 on that. And again, total on the screen here for the Kronos, that's how many foam darts it gets out of a possible 30. So hopefully you guys enjoy this format. If you do, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It does help us out quite a bit. We're going to continue doing these. Definitely let me know if you guys enjoy this format where we're shooting it, kind of giving a mini review of the blaster and everything. So if you do, yeah, definitely let me know in the comments down below. And as always, get out there and hunt for those treasures.